Gary Stein, he's a Marine, and he has been vociferously criticizing the president online. And now it's on his private Facebook account, but he has said that he would not follow the president's orders. Now, look, that's problem number one, and that's the overwhelming problem in this case. And the Marines have brought a case against him, and it has been resolved, and I want to tell you about that today. But first, what did he do? So that's unacceptable. As a Marine, it doesn't matter who's in charge, whether it's Bush or Obama, whether you're liberal or conservative, you follow orders. That's your job. There's no dispute about that. He then later changed that to say that I would not follow an illegal order, which, of course, everybody in the military is not supposed to follow illegal orders, which makes it much, much better. It's an obvious backpedal. The question is, how much leeway do you want to give him on that backpedal? And then he's also done things like insert President Obama's face on a movie poster for Jackass. Oh, okay. And then another one on inserting his face on The Incredibles, but instead changing it to The Horribles. Now, these are all hilarious, and you can see I'm laughing inside. But does it merit him getting kicked out of the Marines? And look, I am really torn on this. If you said just criticizing the president on your private Facebook account, I say no. He should not be thrown out. And so, by the way, what was the resolution today? Well, he has been thrown out for misconduct, and he gets an other than honorable discharge, which means that he is going to lose his benefits and will not be allowed on any military base going forward. He made a plea. He's a 9-year Marine saying, I want to go on another tour of duty. Please let me back in. And that was rejected. Now, so on the insults alone, I don't think that they deserve this kind of punishment by a long shot. I think the main question for me is whether you believe the backpedal or the backpedal is good enough when he said, no, I just wouldn't follow illegal orders. If he had stuck to his guns on, sorry for the pun that was definitely not intended there, as he's a Marine, but on the issue of I will not follow the orders of the commander-in-chief, then there's no dispute at all. He obviously has to be kicked out because that's what his job is to follow orders. Now, given that we're in this middle ground, it's a good question. I want to kick it over to the Supreme Court over here. JR, Jesus, what are your thoughts? JR, should Gary Stein be removed from the Marines or no? ¿Quién es más macho?
Yeah. I mean, if it continues with the kind of a rhetoric he was putting out there, at least, you know, it was on a lesser scale than the whole I'm not going to follow his orders, because once that's already out there, that's out there, even if you do backpedal and take it back. It's just it shows too much of a defiance, and it's one guy. Now, maybe a middle ground would be you don't, you know, reject all of his benefits and things like that. I don't know the protocol. Maybe with protocol, you just have to do it that way. But I mean, maybe give him something since he did serve. But there's nowhere forward for him to go anymore with this. You can backpedal all you want, but once that first thing came out, I'm not following his orders. That's just simple act of defiance, and that's probably basic rule number one. You know, and number two, why do you? Okay, I'm thinking in a position of once he did get dismissed, I'm thinking if I'm a Marine or whatever level of service, and say I was under President Bush, and I said, oh my God, the stuff that we're doing, I'm so completely against. And if you finally get kicked out or discharged, then maybe I'll go, cool, that's kind of what I wanted. Because my own morals and my own beliefs I'd feel sick doing these things. So when he wanted to go back and take another tour, I was a little confused by that. I thought you didn't want to do this.
No, that's not it at all. He's a Tea Party guy, and he's conservative, and he likes war, and he wants to go back into war. He just doesn't like President Obama saying that we might have to arrest the guys who did, or give a trial to the guys who did the Quran burning. So he's like, oh, he thinks that's too soft, or that's too liberal. And it's fair to disagree with the president on that. You know, and whether you do it on your own time or you do it as a Marine, that's a good question for the Marines. That's why I think it's a middle ground thing here. But for when you cross the line, in my opinion, of course, when you say, well, if you ordered me to arrest those guys, I wouldn't do it. Now, and by the way, here's something that speaks against him, and to your ruling, JR, he says, well, I would view that to be an illegal order and wouldn't carry that out. But then on the other hand, you could say, hey, you know what? If he's the one that gets the order and doesn't carry it out, that's when you kick him out. Him talking on Facebook is just him talking on Facebook. So it's a close case. Jesus Godoy, no opinion? That's how close it is? Me too. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to have to issue a ruling, and I will take Justice Jackson's ruling into account. I'm going to go with honorable discharge. Discharge him because you don't want to send out the message to the Marines that you can willy-nilly even put the word out there that you wouldn't listen to the Commander-in-Chief's orders. but taking away his benefits, et cetera, I think is probably too much, given that it was mainly private. He never acted on it, et cetera. I understand they want to install discipline, so I think an honorable discharge is enough. Am I not merciful?